Hello guys, welcome back to another YouTube video with Tank Fruit today. Today we're on World Tanks Console, that's right boys and girls. We're back on here, and what we're doing on here today is going over this little Czech light tank, the LTVZ-35. Yes, it's this, basically the same, well it is the same kind of tank of the German Panzer 35T. I mean, this might be slightly differences between them. Just slightly, but not too big of a major differences, because after all, when Germany captured Czech, the Czechs nation, yeah, that's how Germany got hold of these little tanks. But we're gonna go over some of the stats of this tank, see how she performs in a battle, and you know, all of that goody stuff. Standard rate. The standard AP rounds gets 52 meters of penetration. The APCR gets 74 meters of penetration. HE gets 18 meters of penetration. Ugh. English, guys, is hard. Can't believe it's my #1 freaking ways talking. Damage is 40 for both the AP and APCR, but 45 for HE. Hit points is 180. Max speed is 39 miles per hour. View range is 326, and concealment 339. Now this was a Tech Treat tank, so remind you, it does come with two different type of guns. The first one is a 37mm Skoda A3 gun. The rate of fire is 23.94. Accuracy at 100 meters is 0.39. Damage is 40. Penetration 52. And carry up to 76 rounds. The upgrade gun, which is what we have right now, is the 37mm Skoda A8. The size of the gun is nothing too different. It's just the name of the gun. A much more better gun. The rate of fire of this one, though, is a 25.78. Accuracy at 100 meters is 0.37, and carry up to 76 rounds as well. Okay. My equipment point here, I put improved ventilation, crew performance 5%, tracking system max speed 10%, chassis and hull rotation speed is 10%, and advanced powertrain max speed 5%, horsepower is 5%. I only do these type of things to have a little bit of fun down here, this little bit here. My concealment, I put repair, first aid, and fire extinguisher. And I put around 67 rounds of AP, and I don't know why that's like that. 5 rounds of APCR and 5 rounds of HE. Okay, yeah, so it's 5. Okay. My commander, her perks, I got 6 cents. The commander instantly knows when your vehicle has been detected by the enemy. This does go off, but you do have a little bit of a time. It's kind of hard to say it, I guess. When you get spotted, you don't get let known right away. It has a little bit of a time limit where it lets you know. If you want to know more about it, this other YouTuber probably knows more about it than I do, but you do have that to help you let you know. But on console, you kind of really don't need it. Because you already have something that lets you already know that if you got spotted or not. So that's something like, you know, I just put on her to help out a little bit. Then we put rapid loading, 10% increase to gun reload speed. So yeah, meaning I can get my shots out a little bit more faster than normal. And yeah, that's basically. Oh yes, I forgot one other big thing about these tank reviews is the armor. I know it's a light tank, but you know, it's always good to know about the armor, right? Yeah. First of all, the belly of the tank and basically the roof of the turret and the hull there, even the little cupola, is 8 meters thick. The gun, the tracks, and the upper plate right there, as you can see, is 10 meters thickness, which again, space armor for the tracks. HE is not going to go through it. The little spot on the gun, I guess you could say that's a gun mallet. The engine deck, the belly, or the little plate of the rear of the tank, and some of the engine deck, like I said, is 12 meter thickness. 16 meter thickness, which is the, well, back of the tank, for the sides of the hull, and the sides and rear of the turret. For 16 meter thickness, right? Yeah. 20 meter thickness, which is the cupola and the turret ring, it looks like. That is a very interesting spot to put that much armor at. 25 meter thickness, which is the lower plate, where the driver and the gunner sits, and the well, front of the turret as well, is 25 meter thickness, which is the most thickest part of the armor. Which again, at this tier probably really doesn't really matter, but you never know when you're going to want to know about your armor, because if you can angle sometimes, especially with the top tier tanks, especially for nations like Germany's heavies and all of that, you start angling, you could start bouncing. But that's something definitely that you might want to know about this tank, or at least some of the Czech tanks. But you know what, guys, I think that's enough talk about this tank in the garage. Let's take her out to a battlefield. We'll see what you can do. I'll see you guys right on the battlefield. So we're back, guys, on mines, and yeah, this was, well, how can you put these type of games down here at this lower tier? They could either go pretty much really, really good, or they can go pretty decent and halfway sometimes. There is only 4 players in this game, 2 on my team, which I am one of them, and that guy right there, the T1E6PS, and also 2 on the enemy team as well. We do run into one of them though. I was thinking about going this way towards town instead of going the middle this time, and I'm looking at my team, and well, I still kind of want to go, but I don't want to go by myself in some regards. I do have a bot with me, which is a medium Mark 1, that is, I think that was. Let me know in the comments if that was a medium Mark 1 or medium Mark 2. But definitely, no, I'm not going over there by myself. Even with a bot, I'm not sure how many enemies is going to be over that way. But we do get our first enemy spotted, which not me. I didn't spot him, but someone else did, and it is a medium tank, Mark 1 or Mark 2, I think it is. Over the right over there. But if you can see when I point my cursor around a enemy tank, we do see their damage margins. This crew member don't have a perk like that. But we do spot the Panzer II, which is one of the actual players. We put 2 shots into this guy. He is firing a machine gun, so he's not going to do much. So I actually get a bounce. Another bounce, and that actually does pen. And can we finish him off? Yes, we can. We take out our first enemy tank on the enemy team. Pretty good, actually. I gotta say myself, that was a pretty good kill. There wasn't much he could have done, even if he loaded premium. He probably would have done some, but we hit the little Frenchie down here. He turns around. We're still hitting him comfortably with the standard rounds. Don't even have the low premium to kill him. There we go. He's took it out, and I'm aiming. I aim too far. And you see right there, we seen he had a damage track and a damage engine, which that's a thing of World Tanks, and apparently that's a perk that you can get automatically without actually adding it to your crew member. So that's pretty cool, right there. But we're going up here on top of the hill because we see a cruiser Mark III and a M2 American light tank. So yeah, try and get up here on the hill so that way I can get some shots on that cruiser and maybe the M2 if they start going up this way. They're only bots, so wasn't expecting much. Do you see the cruiser? Hit him once, and we hit him again, but yep, that shot missed, and he doesn't come out of the area. He wants to hide behind that rock, which is, it's a bot, so I'm not expecting much. My team is capping. Well, yeah. 3 of our teammates are camping, and I'm not the fastest tank, so even if I do get over there, I'm not sure what the M2 is. Even though if it's a bot, it might just be hiding down below or somewhere where I can't see it. And that Cruiser Mark II just stayed over there, and we just stayed up here on this rock and won the game. Pretty average game, I guess say myself, but I gotta say I did pretty well in it, and I only play these little tiers for wanting to have fun. I hope you guys enjoy it, because that's gonna be it for now. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you guys want to. And like always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye for now.